Women don't realize that they're being replaced. How is it that women don't realize that they're being replaced? In what way? And how is that going to affect society going forward? Watch to the end of the video to fully understand the implications of women being replaced and what that's going to mean for women and society, as well as men. Today's video comes from Men Only. Their channel will be linked in the description of the video so that you can go check them out and support them. Don't forget to follow us over on Rumble. Our Rumble will be linked in the description of the video. Also, don't let them tell you that you will own nothing and be happy. Go and check out Angry's Crypto Academy to learn how to buy, sell, and trade crypto while making massive profit. It's linked in the description of the video, and you can also use the QR code on the screen to check out the academy. Go ahead and hit the like button, turn on notifications, and also hit the subscribe button to help push us out into the YouTube algorithm. And now let's begin.
Obviously, there was way more women than there were men. I feel like I don't know what my type is. There's only like a...
Welcome back to the channel. Today's story, single events are doomed. It was 90% women. Men refused to attend and women are upset. Modern women showed up expecting options, but instead, they found a room full of competition and almost no men in sight. The truth is, men are checking out of these events completely, leaving women stunned, frustrated, and wondering where all the good men went. Subscribe for more reality checks, because men are no longer playing a game that's rigged against them. So let me get this straight.
Are you a single man in Utah who has sworn off dating? If you are, I need you to listen. Your instinct might be to comment that you're not dating and to scroll past this, but I want you to listen. Even though you say that, I do think that there's a part of you who maybe was like hurt in the past and you're still wanting to date. Or maybe you know somebody like this. Or maybe you just know a guy who's single and who's awesome and who's really great and deserves love in their life. Hi, my name is Janelle and I run Craft Club and we do dating events in Salt Lake City. And if you're feeling like I don't want to date, this isn't really like... It's a place for you to get out of your comfort zone and meet new people, which is honestly just the first step into getting back into it. Or even though you've sworn it off, it's just something fun to do. We have really fun women who come out. We have really fun collabs that we do. So this one will be at Flankers and we're partnering with Don Julio. They're sponsoring our craft that we're doing. We're painting skull mugs. And then you just get to rotate every 5 minutes and meet new people. Afterwards is a really fun happy hour. Flankers opens up like their karaoke rooms and their golf simulator. It's honestly just a really fun night. So even though maybe you're not wanting to date or wanting to get back into it or it feels really scary, I think you should come try it. It's on October 16th at Flankers. If you want to sign up, it is $25. We are sold out for women, but we do have some openings for men. So it's on our website. The link is in our bio. So sign up, comment if you have any questions. Ages are 25 to 40-ish.
This one.
You know what's very interesting? So this is all silent language: shame, insult, guilt, gaslighting, because they need to be right. And basically, we have some spots open for men. In other words, there are no men coming to this event. It's sold out for women. So guys, do you remember when women used to get in free to singles events and men had to basically pay premium? Now women have to pay premium to get into singles events, and men are getting in for free or at a discounted rate. That's how bad it is right now. That's how bad it is right now. And they're gaslighting because, like, they realize that without men, if men don't show up, there's nothing. There's no society. There's no dating. There's no relationship. There's no survival. You see, men are designed for survival. Women are designed for reproduction. The reason why men engage in the act of reproduction is to increase and improve their chances of survival. But now that replication relationships are seen as being more so liabilities and hindrances to survival, your chances of survivability actually goes down when you reproduce. Your chances of survivability actually goes down when you get married. Now the brain is telling men this is bad. Leave it alone. Stay away from it. Focus on other things that make you happy. Do video games make you happy? Go and play video games. Does fishing make you happy? Go and go fishing. Okay? Does learning a new skill, studying Spanish or Japanese make you happy? Go learn that new language. But stay away from relationships, stay away from dating, stay away from physical intimacy, because those things decrease your chances of surviving. Now, one of the things that women don't understand is that they are being replaced by technology right now. We're talking about AI, AI robots, or AI dolls becoming so popular, and men having relationships with these AI dolls, and that's the big danger. No, bro, it's not that. It's the cell phone. It's the cell phone. It's the chat bot. It's only fools. You see, when men go onto these platforms, what they're paying for is a simulation. This is the reason why only fools, lonely fans, these types of platforms have become so popular, because they're giving men the one thing that adult content could not provide before: a connection. You know, the simulation of a connection to an actual person. You can send them a private message. You can engage with them. They can create exclusive content for you. It's basically, you get the girlfriend experience without having to risk being in a relationship with a girlfriend. It's it's the safest way to engage with a woman without having to worry about having your name tarnished. Getting into a situation where you can have your life ruined. What it's doing is it's conditioning men to believe that the only safe way to interact with a woman is behind a screen, it's in a carefully curated environment where a woman is simulating intimacy, simulating care, simulating the things that a man is attracted to. Of course, you guys are going to say, well, those are simps, but how many guys are doing this right now? At its core, it's men looking for a connection that they're not getting elsewhere. And it's readily available, and it gives them a dopamine hit. But what's happening right now with AI and these chatbots is that the chatbots are replacing that interpersonal relationship. And we know that it's affecting both men and women, because both men and women are becoming addicted to talking to chatbots and having relationships with chatbots that simulate love and care and consideration and understanding. So, what's the ultimate next step? The ultimate next step with platforms like Only Fools and Lonely Fans is basically where you have AI influencers, or whatever, your AI models, and that's what's happening now. And you go to these profiles, and you're basically engaging with someone who doesn't actually exist. It's not a real person, but she can talk to you. You can have a conversation with her. She can see you. You can see her, and it's and you're talk and she's not only talking to you, she's also talking to thousands of other men at the exact same time. And not only is she doing that, but she knows who they are. She knows their names. She knows their personalities. She remembers everything that you've talked about with her in the past. She's designed just for you. It's amazing, isn't it? And for the low price of, 49.99 a month, you can talk to her anytime. She's your girlfriend. She's your confidant. She's your partner. And now you're like, why would I risk talking to why would I take the risk of talking to a normal girl when I can talk to someone like her, who basically understands me and cares about me? I mean, it's all simulated anyway, right? The real girl, I have to pay her to talk to me. I have to pay her to pretend that she cares about me. But in the case of I mean, it's designed to do that. So it feels even more real than engaging in an actual relationship. And it's not even a real relationship, but an actual conversation in these platforms with an AI girl. And guess what? It's even, and ultimately in the long run, it's even cheaper. Do you see where it's going? Until the price, and but don't get me wrong, the price will keep going up because they get you in when it's cheap. It's like Uber. If it was cheap in the beginning, and then once they had millions of people locked in, and people were no longer, taxis were no longer a thing. Now basically you have nowhere else to go, so you have to pay them, $20 for what used to be a $10 ride. And then that's how they'll get you. They'll start off like 19.99 a month to talk to your favorite AI bay. And then once they have you locked in, and now most men are talking to AI bays instead of actual living breathing women. And most of those women are basically like, the culture has shifted now. Well, then they jack the price up, and they're basically like, what are you going to do? You have a couple of choices. You can either go back to trying to talk to these to biological women, but that's kind of dangerous. They can be annoying. I'm not saying women are annoying, but I'm just giving you this example. Or you can basically stick with AI Bay, who knows you, understands you, and will be perfect for you. When you look at what's happening right now, for example, with AI driven cars, there's a lot of you who are like, oh, I would never ride in those things if there's not a real driver behind the wheel, blah 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 blah. Guess what? It becomes the norm over time. And what are these companies banking on? Oh, is it because will it be cheaper to drive around in a car that doesn't have an actual driver, like basically an Uber without a driver? Are they banking on making it cheaper? No, they're not banking on making it cheaper. They said the difference is that, one, you don't have to tip them, but two, you don't have to interact with an actual person. You don't have to experience the stress of being in a car with another human being. So they're touting the benefit of self-driving taxis, self-driving Ubers, as you won't have to interact with another person. That's the catch. Okay? We're moving towards a world where you will now where you basically will pay premium to not have to speak to another person, to not have to interact with another human being. Social media isn't bringing us closer and closer together. It's pushing us further and further apart. Technology is not bringing us closer together. It's pushing us further and further apart. It makes us appreciate each other a lot less. It makes us take each other for granted much more. And it makes us feel like we have endless amounts of choices, endless amounts of options, because there's always another profile. There's always another person that we can click on. There's always someone else, when that's really not the truth. And it's creating a world, and you're seeing it for yourself, where people no longer want to talk to each other, no longer want to interact with each other. It's too stressful. We're living in a society of zero trust, where we're now putting more trust into technology than we are into than we now put more trust into technology than we do into other human beings. In a world pushing you to own nothing and be happy, crypto is your key to survival. Join Angry's Crypto Academy to master buying, selling, and trading crypto. Make huge profits and safeguard your wealth. Plus, discover the one crypto virtually no one is talking about, poised to create new millionaires in the upcoming bull run. The link is in the description of the video below. Go check it out now.
Here inviting single men, the very same men who have sworn off dating, to her so-called singles events. Excuse me, but does this not sound like a trap? Like one of those cartoon scenes where the hunter leaves cheese under a box with a stick holding it up? Yeah, fellas, that's what this feels like. See, men didn't swear off dating because they're shy or don't like women. They walked away because they got tired of the nonsense, the games, the ghosting, the double standards, the bills they're expected to pay while being told they bring nothing to the table. Now suddenly, when women realize the party's over and options are drying up, they're putting together singles events to lure men back in. Cute. But here's the reality. Men aren't falling for it. You don't get to spend years mocking men, calling them creeps for approaching you, and then turn around begging those same men to show up at your lonely little mixer. It doesn't work like that. Respect was never given, only demanded, and men finally decided not to play that game anymore. And you know what? If men actually do show up, what happens? You laugh at them. You size them up. You pick apart their height, their salary, their looks. The same checklist that pushed you into your 30s still single. The event isn't for love. It's for content. It's for validation. It's for laughs at men's expense. So here's some advice to the kings. Stay home.
Oh, it's not. And there's a key word in there that he left out. It's for control. Because when you go to these events, who's the one? Who are the ones that are in charge? Who are the ones that have the power? Who are the ones who maintain the influence? It's the women. All right. It's about control. It's about women retaining control of the narrative, retaining control of the control of the actual market of the intimacy marketplace. It's about control. Women realize that they are losing control of men. Women realize that men are walking away, men are disappearing. So that's the reason why they're doing this. And they're of course they're using they only have they only have a handful of tools. When you realize just when you begin to understand women, okay, you realize there's only a few tools that they actually have that they can use: shame, insults, guilt, gaslighting, because they need to be right. Once you are aware of these things and the manipulative tactics that are being used, there's nothing else. They have nothing else. They have nothing else. Emotional manipulation. Oh, so I don't know who hurt you. It's the same thing. Oh, and the moment that they say that, you know that they're just trying to gaslight you. Okay? They're shaming you, they're insulting you, they're gaslighting you, they're guilting you because they need to be right so that they can survive, so that they can maintain control. That's how they operate. But men are finally waking up. And as a result, women don't know what else to do because they have nothing else. This is their that's their total bag of tricks.
Hit the gym. Stack your money. Invest in yourself. Because these singles events aren't about finding love. They're about tricking men back into a rigged game. And the smartest move? Don't even play.
I recently implemented a new boundary for myself, which is no going home with men on dates. It's not because I'm having sex with them, usually I don't, but I have the personality where I will stay forever. I'm talking in friendship situations and family situations, dancing situations. I am like the last one to leave. It's just a part of my personality. I don't know. But unfortunately, this spills over into my dating life, and I don't like it anymore. I'm at a point in my life where I don't want to exert any more energy onto men who are strangers. You know what I'm saying? So I made this recent boundary. However, on my last date, you saw me go back to his rooftop. It's because I didn't account for rooftops, okay? We came out of the restaurant, he grabbed my hand and started walking. I said, "Where are we going?" He said, "My rooftop." And I just said, "Okay." I should have just said no. I should have said no because I ended up spending another 2 hours with him and I didn't want to. I wanted to go home. I was hungry. I wanted to see my cat. I wanted to curl up in bed and watch a movie. So from here on out, no going home with them, no going to rooftops with them, no going to extra bars or restaurants with them. If I've already spent a couple of hours with them, like, I don't know, maybe I'll make it like 2 max, unless like we're really vibing, you know what I'm saying? But I think I'm just going to
What's going to end up happening here, guys? Like they don't realize they're running out of options because they're saying every day it's a brand new boundary, every day it's some new bullshit, and they don't comprehend. They're like, it's me, it's me, it's about me, it's always about me, right? And they don't understand the high value men. They're walking away. The kind of guy that she was dating, guys, she's gonna get to the point where she's gonna say, "Wait a minute, I had this amazing guy who took me up to his rooftop and we chilled on the rooftop and blah blah blah. And if I was hungry, I could have just said I'm hungry, but it was about me. And now there are no more options. Like they're pushing hard for a reality where they have zero options because they don't comprehend that, especially as they're getting older, you know, because their options go down. It's not that they don't have value, but that's when a woman is younger, that's her time to find a relationship. As she gets older, it becomes more difficult. While as a man gets older, he gains more options. But women don't see it this way because a lot of it is masculine thinking. And they are also not comprehending that, like I said earlier, technology is beginning to rapidly replace them in terms of intimacy, because it's not just physical intimacy, it's also emotional intimacy. And a lot of men are more than happy to gain emotional intimacy from a chatbot while they can do everything else for themselves. Women will say things like, "Well, you can't be physically intimate with yourself." A man can be, yeah, sure, a man can, he can use this, he can do it himself. Is it exactly the same? Some guys prefer it. So honestly, some guys prefer it, right? And everything else. The average man can cook for himself, clean for him, take care of himself. He doesn't need a woman to do those things for him. And then so many women are like, well, they're the same women who are saying things like, these men don't expect me to cook for you, don't expect me to clean for you, don't expect me to do any of these things in the house. You need to basically have a plan in order. You need to be able to provide for me, do all of these things for me. So if I can do all of these things for myself, why am I going to want you in my life? Because of my presence. you know Having me in your life is just going to make your life better automatically. You're going to notice that your money you're going to start to dress better. Your money's going to go up, all of this. But I already dress well. That's why you are attracted to me. I already have lots of money. That's why you're attracted to me. I already have all of these qualities. And they're like, listen, we're going to, just by me being there, we're going to multiply that. So in other words, and just by your presence, right? That's correct. In other words, you think you're God. You think you're God because God's presence amplifies everything in our lives, right? And women believe that just their mere presence amplifies everything in our lives. So they believe that they are God. Do you remember when I said that God will allow them? God allows, those who, God allows false idols to go to reach the highest mountain so that they can fall from the highest peak. What these individuals have done is that they took the V, they dipped it in gold, put it on a pedestal, and said, "Worship me." The golden V. And we know what happens with false idols. We know what happened with the golden calf in the Bible. God does not play games. I told you guys that women were going to experience a thing that I dubbed the great humiliation, because there was going to be so much poverty, so much destitution, such a loss of privilege in such a short and rapid period of time that women would not be able to handle it or adapt to it. While men collectively will be just at home chilling and surviving, because the average man can live happily in a shoebox at the side of the road while the average woman cannot. Let me know your thoughts, guys, if you agree that women don't realize that they are being actively replaced by machines, by chatbots, by AI, by video games. Let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. Just remember that all roads lead to MWA. Men walking away, and cheers.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.